Happier note, a bit of good news. On September 24th, His Holiness Pope Francis will visit us here at the United States Capitol. That day, His Holiness will be the first Pope in our history to address a joint session of Congress. We're humbled that the Holy Father has accepted our invitation and certainly look forward to receiving his message on behalf of the American people.
Mr. President, final question.
Yes, sir.
You said famously, when you looked into Vladimir Putin's eyes, you saw his soul.
Yeah.
When you look into Benedict XVI's eyes, what do you see?
God.
Good way to end the interview.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure. Sir. Thank you. When you look into Benedict XVI's eyes, what do you see?
God.
On a happier note, a bit of good news. On September 24th, His Holiness Pope Francis will visit us here at the United States Capitol. That day, His Holiness will be the first Pope in our history to address a joint session of Congress. We're humbled that the Holy Father has accepted our invitation and certainly look forward to receiving his message on behalf of the American people.
We meet here at a moment of testing for Europe and the United States, and for the international order that we have worked for generations to build.
The end of these two wars affords us an opportunity that allows us to refocus our intelligence and military assets and resources to other parts of the world where they are needed, where we face new challenges. This is the world you are graduating into. This is what I want to talk about today with you for a few minutes. I believe we, and particularly you, your class, has an incredible window of opportunity to lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century in a way consistent with American interest and the common interest. Think of the possibilities. For the first time in history, the Western Hemisphere is in a position where it has the possibility of being middle class, democratic and secure, from Canada to Chile. The Pacific Basin, peaceful and prosperous. A new relationship with China, where we cooperate and compete, but where conflict is not inevitable. A revitalized global trading order defined by greater integration and economic growth, where barriers are lowered at the borders and behind our borders. generating millions of American jobs, where intellectual property is protected and the playing field is level, and where major powers come together to deal with the challenges of our time that require us all to act in concert. And there are many challenges, including violent extremism is becoming more diffuse, countries emerging from chaos in the midst of war, challenges in the international order on the high seas and in the skies, emerging threats in cyberspace. For the first time in world history, the use of corruption and oligarchs as a sinister tool in the conduct of foreign policy.
That day, His Holiness will be the first Pope in our history to address a joint session of Congress.
For the first time in world history, the use of corruption and oligarchs as a